Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 60.
Of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Looking to throw. Underwood. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Underwood. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Underwood. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On second down, here's Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on second down. Underwood got a man. It's Brown. And an athletic hurdle that he displayed. Not a whole lot thereafter, but a nice gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So X out the big play. This one comes back.
And it's not a call you get very often. Offensive pass interference, but it was the right one in this case, and that'll wipe away a really nice gain.
Quick pass out to Miller. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Cunningham to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
113 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Underwood. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Underwood. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Underwood. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down at the 27. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Underwood. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
The cutting hands throw taken in by Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, it's Cunningham. That's complete to White. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play fake. Now Cunningham. Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Cunningham. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Najee Harris, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
154 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Needing a few yards. Here's Matthews. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Cunningham. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit it with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Cunningham looking to throw. But it's caught. Tompkins. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And this time he is in. Yes. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are an extra point away from taking the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Underwood. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Underwood. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Cunningham. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On the ground, it's Harris. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Tough spot here, 3rd and 18, following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Off-play action, Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
He's back to throw. Out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And his kick is indeed good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.